The new year arrived in traditional fanfare.
With the first confirmed case of the coronavirus in America.
But 2020 would be no ordinary year as a pandemic loomed.
The risk to the American people remains very low.
The president was wrong. The pandemic's impact would prove catastrophic.
It is a failure, and let's admit it.
And those who are getting the most sick are the ones crying out for social justice.
Pre-COVID, we were dealing with health inequities due to structural racism.
Just weeks into the pandemic, the tragic deaths of Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Rayshard Brooks ignite a movement on the streets across America.
There seems to be two justice systems in America, one for Black America and one for white America.
The nation is forced to deal with its racist scars from both the past and present. 2020 would be a year of reckoning. Up next, Equality Matters, the path forward. Hello and thank you for joining us. I'm Aisha Howard. So who knew at the beginning of the year the country was about to go through two huge transformations, the coronavirus pandemic and the death of George Floyd. Both have the undertones of race and inequality, undertones that reached a boiling point. We start tonight with the results of an 11Alive News exclusive poll. We asked Georgians statewide, compared to 4 years ago, are race relations in America better, worse, or about the same? Only 17% said better, 30% about the same, 48% worse. We also asked, do you support or oppose the Black Lives Matter movement? 53% said they support, 36% oppose, 11% not sure.